Hi, my name's Heath Wilkins. I'm one of the owners and also the managing director here at Golden Bay Fruit, situated in the top of the South Island. So our company is third or fourth generation business. Myself and my brother bought the family farm off our father and our uncle. Back in the 2000s, the apple industry was regulated, so you had to sell your fruit through the New Zealand Apple and Pear board. In the early 2000s, the government took the regulations away. In that year, that very first year of deregulation, we as a company decided that we were going to create our own brand and our own marketing structure, and we were going to sell our own fruit around the world, and thus we created our Golden Bay Fruit. Obviously, COVID-19 highlighted some significant issues within most industries around the world, and that was tight labour market, supply, logistics. We've also had quite a strong rhetoric from government that has said, get your productivity up. We're standing in quite a modern apple packing facility, and we invested in this facility 4 years ago. We've done 4 seasons packing here. It's a 10-lane griefer which was bought from Holland. Basically, it's multiple number of cameras in a sealed environment that are taking video and imagery of the fruit passing underneath it. So the computers, they make all the decisions on the fruit quality. This facility here will pack around 35 tonne of fruit per hour. We don't have any people lifting cartons. It's all robotic stacked and strapped and palletised and documented. Physically to be able to do that without the cameras, without that technology, would be very difficult. One of the key benefits that we saw over and above the savings of labour was that the consistency of the product. We have to be sort of like a Big Mac. Every time someone lifts the lid of our box, it's got to be exactly the same consistency. So that's one thing that technology has given, is getting a very consistent product. We had a major hailstorm here in the Nelson region 2 seasons ago, and that took out 50% of the apples in our district. We lost those apples within 30 seconds one day. We were able to run some of that fruit through this facility, and we created a brand called Stormy Fruit. That fruit was still just as nutritious, just as tasty, but it was a little bit cosmetically damaged with hail. It was to the point where we were able to sell that fruit offshore, and that brand went very well. So sustainability is about not throwing stuff away, as well as making sure that we're looking after the planet and what we're doing on a daily basis. Our industry is a very, very tough industry. We just try and be open, honest, respectful to our staff, respectful to our customers. If we can have that collaborative approach between us, then I think it's a great atmosphere. The future is a lights out facility where there's no lights on and it's just packing apples or packing kiwi fruit. But we also have a social conscience where we want to make sure that we have quite a large number of our local people and our RSC staff. So we think a slow and gradual approach towards that technology is the right way, so that we transition over a 5 or 10 year period towards that lights out. Where we've come from to where we are now, we're significantly different. We now as a company have our own varieties that we're developing around the world. So we have the worldwide rights to 2 or 3 apple varieties that we're hopeful that we might be able to make them as successful as the Royal Gala out of New Zealand that was only just found just around the corner from here.